Alright guys, welcome back. My name is Preston. I'm a master barber with over 12 years experience. In this video, I want to talk to y'all about the truth about growing your business as a new barber. I'm seeing so many questions on social media, Facebook, Instagram, so many other things about, hey man, what should I do to grow my business? Hey man, how do I grow my business? What do I do? Listen, the first thing I want to tell y'all is there's no secret formula or a special list of things that you need to do to grow your business. There's no set for every person, do this, this, and this, and your business is going to grow. That's just not how this works. I have a few things today that I'm going to tell you that's going to really help you become a better barber. And becoming a better barber, it's going to help you grow your business. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to share with y'all is you have to be honest with yourself about your skill set and your skill level. Listen, truthfully, with y'all just coming out of barber school, obviously you're trying to learn how to grow your business. So most of you are just out of barber school, maybe moved to a new area. But with this one, I'm talking about you guys, really all of you. I do this for myself all the time. You have to be honest with yourself about your skill set and your skill level. Are your haircuts where they need to be? Are your fades where they need to be? Frankly, is the only haircut you can do is a fade. I mean, let's get real about it. Are you able to do scissor cuts? Are you able to use the scissors on top? What's your skill set? You need to do an honest assessment about your skill set and really be honest with yourself. I don't care how long you've been cutting in your garage, as an unlicensed barber, bootlegging our trade. The barbershop, when you walk in a barbershop, it's a different animal. Most barbershops are very demanding as far as they're pushing people through these shops. And I'm not saying it's a cookie cutter shop. I'm not saying that it's the same haircut coming in and out. What I'm saying is you have to know your stuff. You might have a skin fade walk-in, then a flat top, then a scissor cut, then a comb over with a hard part. Then there's no end to what might walk in. Are you capable of doing all these haircuts? That's where being honest with yourself about your skill set and your skill level. Take time to improve your skills as a barber and learn as much as you can. Honestly, coming out of school, just enough to get yourself in a world of trouble. Frankly, guys, you don't know as much as you think you do. Be humble. Be open to criticism and welcome any help that is constructively given. Quite frankly, honestly, sometimes not so constructively. Understand, it's not the place of the barber that's working beside you. He or she doesn't have to say a word. They don't have to help you at all. So be appreciative if they choose to help you. Number one, be appreciative. And sometimes it might seem harsh, but maybe it's because they care. Maybe it's because they want to see you get better. Don't expect to come right out of school and do what it's taken other barbers years and years to accomplish. Put your time in. You have to put your time in. Listen, man, there is good reason why you see these guys cutting a lot more than you and having the business that they have. They've worked at it. They've spent the time learning their craft and they put their time in. Listen, I see so many people, they come out of barber school and they feel like They should be able to walk into a barbershop and start cutting just like Barber Joe next to him. Listen, maybe Barber Joe's been staying there for 20 years and watched 1,000,000 hours worth of videos. Maybe Barber Joe has spent time in his community, working with people, talking to people, building a network. These are all things you need to do, but all this goes back to, is your skill set there yet? Are you even capable of doing these haircuts? If these haircuts started walking in and sitting in your chair, are you capable of doing them? Frankly, if you need to answer that question. You truly, in your heart of hearts, need to answer that question. If that haircut come in and sat in my chair, am I capable of giving that as good a haircut as the next guy? Or am I capable of doing that haircut correctly? You really need to answer that for yourself. Understand that you can use social media and other methods to grow your business. But like I said, man, does your skill set match what you're selling? Don't walk up to somebody with a nice skin fade and hand them a card all cocky like, hey man, I can do that haircut better, come see me, knowing that your skill set ain't there yet. Listen, you have to have an honest assessment of your skill set. The reason that you're not so busy is because you don't need to be busy right now. Right now is when you need to be honing your skills and working toward being the best barber you can be. The last thing I'm going to tell you is stop trying to make everything fancy in an Instagram haircut. Frankly, most of these standard haircuts don't require stuff like point cutting or razor cutting or anything special. Man, y'all have to, in any profession, when things start going wrong, they tell you, go back to the basics, go back to the basics, go back to the basics. Well, I'm going to sit here and tell you the same thing. Go back to the basics. You have to master the basics before you can move on and start doing these fancier things that you see on YouTube and Instagram and all this hair color and all the fancy stuff you're seeing. Your skill set ain't even to the point where you can do the haircut, much less all the fancy point cutting. And listen, I'm not saying don't try. I'm not saying not to do it. What I'm saying is be humble. The person sits in your chair, do your consultation, give them the best haircut you can. But you need to understand that this is a process. This whole thing is a process. The reason you're not jammed up with customers is because you can't handle those customers. You can't do the haircuts yet. You don't need that many customers. You need to be honing your skills and becoming the best barber you can. Listen, I'm not going to harp on you guys. That's really all I have for you today. I wanted to really touch on this point because I see it all the time. People asking for help, how to build their business, how to build it. Listen, I promise you, you stand there and stand at your chair, be the first one there, the last one to leave. Stand at your chair, focus on being the best barber you can be, and that business will come to you. I promise you. Do that. Take a year. Say, over the next year, I'm going to focus on being the best barber I can be. Focus on your haircuts. Watch haircut videos. Try things. It's okay to try things. It's okay to try different techniques. But you're trying them. I see new barbers, they're point cutting every haircut. Look, man, that's so uncalled for. So uncalled for. You need to master the basics before you move on. Alright guys, until next time, I'm Preston. Peace out.